What's up, everybody? Why can't I use this name? Been a while, right? Anyway, today I'm going to show you how to build the Icarus, which is the plane, the assault shield, or the zombie shield, and the acid gat, and as a bonus, the Hell's Retriever. I'm going to show you how to do all those things in 7 rounds. It's actually pretty easy. The key is to be stingy. I can't emphasize that enough. I know there are a lot of doors that are like, oh, it gets you around places faster. It doesn't matter. Take the long way around because you need the money if you want to. Hello, April. Hello, April Rain. I don't want to play with you right now. I'm making a video. Anyway, fucking threw me off. Yeah, like I said, you have to be stingy. You have to keep as many points. You just have to rack up as many points as you possibly can. Like, it is crucial. You have to open up only what you absolutely have to, and you have to make sure you do multiple things in one round, because nothing will get done otherwise. But anyway, basically the first 2 rounds, what you're going to be doing is just racking up points. At the start of round 2, grab the double points. But what we're gonna do first is we're gonna start. I mean, we're not going to individually make everything. You know, it's kind of mix and match. The Hell's Retriever and the plane parts are pretty much done. I'm pretty sure in this, because this isn't live, but I'm pretty sure I did this or live commentary. I mean, I'm pretty sure I had most of the plane parts when. I mean, maybe some zombie shield or whatever, but really I had all the plane parts and Hell's Retriever done pretty close to each other. I'm pretty sure I did the assault, like, really looked for all the assault shield and the acid gat last. But alright, so this is the first step. Once round 2 is over, you want to come straight up here and buy this B-23R on the wall. Now, you notice the dog head. If you've never seen it before, basically what happens when you kill a zombie in front of that sign, it this massive hellhound head pops out of the fucking wall, and basically what you need to do is you need to feed him. Now basically, I don't really watch it much here. Let's see what I can do here. But basically, whenever you kill a zombie, it eats it, and that's kind of important. You have to keep feeding him corpses until he goes away, and you need to do it in 3 areas. Now, once you do it in all 3 areas, the dog doesn't do it, obviously, but I mean, in a certain room, I'll show you the room, they drop the Hell's Retriever for you, which is the combat axe that is like super badass and like drops fire and shit. It has plenty of good uses. Now, the trick to feeding the dog is you want to make sure you kill the zombies in front of the dog, and you, if at all possible, kill a zombie once it's done eating, because it only eats one at a time, and it won't pick up any bodies you have on the floor. You want to always leave at the end of every round, if possible, 2 zombies. 2 zombies at the very minimum. How many ever you can handle is fine, I guess. But okay, you saw him go away. He throws his head up in the air and then he disappears. So next on the list is to get the key. And as you may know, there's 2 locations. But and you can, this part you can kind of do in any order. You have to open up the door that goes down to the laundry room. It's up to you whether or not you get the warden's key first, or if you unlock the room, which is through this wall. Because you're all doing it, you're doing the whole thing in the same round. But as you can see, I completely just licked ass cheeks at trying to jump up this thing. and half my afterlife is gone. And at this point, I was pretty much pissing myself because, you know, I've never died. Like, I've never not been able to heal myself in afterlife when I was just solo play. So I almost cried a little bit. That wouldn't have been good. But alright, so once you open that, obviously the key is not there where that pulley is. That's one location. The other location is back towards where we fed the dog. Now, this is the thing I was talking about being stingy, because there's many easier ways to get between those two places. However, you got to be cheap. You only open what you absolutely have to. I mean, there's 2 doors to get to there, but it's a lot easier to get through that one. I don't know what I'm doing here, by the way, but it's a lot easier to open that door instead of the one up top, because you get stuck in those hallways. All right, so next thing you want to do is shock that box, and of course, if the key was on the other side, you would just go ahead and shock that box. But then you have to go through that wall, get that, which unlocks the gate to the warden's office, or that general area. If you need to shock zombies to get them out of the way, go ahead and do that. Also, make sure you grab the key. That is of vital importance.
At least we got ourselves
Without that key, you can't get any of this Easter egg done. So now it's time to go down to the laundry room where you can unlock the what do you call that thing? The washing machine, and get the first plane part, which is the t-shirt. Okay, so we're down here. The zombie I left alive died, unfortunately. But make sure you unlock that. And at the end of the hallway by the Remington outline, there's a electrical box to put you in the afterlife. Obviously take it, run over to that area you just opened up, and shock this meter. And once you revive yourself, you can now activate the washing machine. Now, here's the thing about the washing machine. Once you activate it, the washing machine obviously, you know, turns on and starts washing a shirt. You can, and upon doing so, it brings in an extra horde of zombies. Notice that I'm doing this on round 4. It makes it bearable, and the zombies are way easier to kill. Way easier to kill. Also, headshots, I mean, they go a long way. I'm just not there. That would have been bad. But alright. Also, just in case you don't believe me that you can't leave the room on any way out, it keeps like fire blocking your way to make sure you can't. Make sure you have to stay there for the entire zombie horde, and it basically ends until the washing machine is done. But okay, so now you have the t-shirt. Now the next place that I usually go to is the well, it's the next dog output. Okay, take note of where we're going. Before I do that, no, never mind. Apparently I did it later. But yeah, you want to go down this way, and again, this is where having money and being cheap comes in handy, because you can go in there, open that door, and oh, there's an acid gas
the other
piece
parts.
there.
Work out what the fuck this is.
Yep, Warden's key unlocks that, which gives you the rigging, I believe. Go ahead and shock the afterlife. Oh, okay, now you got to be kind of quick on this to pull off what I'm doing. Remember, when you're in afterlife, when you're on solo play anyway, you can have up to 3 at a time, and you want to abuse it. So shock as much as you possibly can. Do yourself that favor and shock as many things as you possibly can. I actually just lied to you because I didn't unlock Deadshot Daiquiri, because Deadshot Daiquiri sucks. But basically, you want to just come out back kind of this way, turn on that. That is the electric cherry, and that is the gondola, which you'll need later. Now, the electric cherry is a nice perk because every time you reload, it creates an electrical discharge and either stuns or kills the zombies around you, depending on the amount of bullets left in your gun. The less bullets, the more powerful the shock is. And now that you still have leftover money, you buy the
I'll
Uzi.
make do with
This thing is a lifesaver. So same idea. Go ahead and feed the doggy. Now also note how I unlocked the place to the roof. Later on, that is literally the best train spot in the entire map. Just saying. Okay, so when you have an opportunity to, just go ahead and put on the parts. Remember, while you're in solo play, you can hold as many parts as you want. Keep in mind, in multiplayer, you can only hold one part at a time, depending on, like you can have like one plain part, but you can't have like a mixture of like shield and all that. But when you're on solo play, you can. So that's nice to keep in mind. So once you've put those two parts on the plane, you're already 2/5 of the way done with the plane, and it's only round 5. So the next thing you want to do is come to this gondola here. It's 750. Again, cash is a bitch in this map. So when you come down here, blah 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 blah. All right, this is really nice. So you want to come down here. And open this door right here. And before you see, this is a very common mistake that I'm probably about to make. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, yeah, I made the mistake, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So yeah, you go into Afterlife and you shock those two things, and then you go through the wall, and then there's that. Now what that does is, in the warden's office, you can't access part of it. And hold on, you're about to see the mistake I made. You see that? I forgot to unlock it. That is the area to another part. Now, Jug is up this way, and that is the most important perk in any zombie map ever. So be sure to unlock that. But yeah, this shit that you did down here basically just it makes sure you have total access to the what do you call that thing? Warden's office, which is, like I said before. So now you're feeding the last dog down here, and I wonder. Yeah, see, I finally wasn't stupid and opened that thing. So next time I went into Afterlife, I just went ahead and unlocked that for the next part. But all right, so yep, gotta feed the last dog. Okay, down here is where you get the dolly, which is the first part of the assault shield, and it's usually around these boxes, but apparently it decided it wanted to show up in the stupidest place ever, which was right here. Now my PlayStation's acting up, so it didn't show it.
Something else.
It's not showing any of the parts, really. It's just showing the green light of where things are. Because my PlayStation... Alright, here's the thing about my PlayStation. That fucker's old. And the disk drive doesn't always correctly read the disk. And it's really sad. It's doing it right now. But yeah, now's a good time on round 6 to go ahead and get Jug. And then once you have a chance, go down there and pick up that part.
Listen, I hope this doesn't give me a bad dose.
All right. Woohoo! You got
the oxygen tanks taken care of.
Now in here, there's a clamp for the assault shield, and it's like in a various amount of places. It can be up on the shelf over here that you saw. It can be on a table with the skulls. I just decided I'd bring them out that way you don't get killed. It's usually on this table right there, but it's not. And again, you can't see the part, but it is actually, I just walked right over it. This is really a pain in the ass to find. It's right there. It's in that corner. But I don't know how long it took me to yeah, it's right there, that corner.
We should take this to a work.
But alright, so now you have 2 parts of the shield. So you want to kill that. And try and rack up some points. And when you can, get back on the gondola. And you're gone.
It sure feels good to get a break.
So, here we are. Going to the rooftop to get points, just because it is the best place to get points. Also, to put on the plane parts. So now we have 3 of the 5 parts built. And this is the easiest place in the entire map to train. Just, you have to make sure you give yourself room. You don't want to get too comfy. The key to training up here is to always move. Okay, you want to come down to the warden's office. That's what I did next. You want to come down here, if you need to refill Uzi ammo. And here I think is the engine. Again, PlayStation.
Here's the engine, boys.
Fantastic job.
Now what?
Piece of shit. And so there's that. Now, okay, whoops, went too far. Now, the next place to go is downstairs. Now, mind you, you fed the dog in all 3 places by this time. And that means you get the Hell's Retriever. And, where the fuck is it? It is right there. That thing is
What the hell was that about?
a little piece of badass. Now, you want to come and open up this door, and you are coming down to the final plane part. Basically, when you go down the spiral stairs in your afterlife form, there's a bunch of numbers. And what you're going to do is you're going to shock the numbers accordingly into this, which you must unlock with the warden key. Then afterwards, you open that door, you come down here, and, you know, I'm just making sure the zombies are still with me. But far enough so that they won't trap me in there, because the first time I played this game, I got totally dead with what I'm about to do. So you go to Afterlife, go ahead and pay attention to the numbers. For example, they're not always the same, so don't copy these numbers when you try this. But 952, let's speed this up. Okay. So you want to come back and get your body. La 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 la. Now you want to come down here and hang this left. Be quick because you don't want your zombies to trap you in here. Hold square if you're a PlayStation person, or X if you're on Xbox, and open that gate, grab the part, and don't get shit on. Don't get your life shit on by zombies. So now you have all 5 parts for the plane, and yeah, that's cool. So you know, just try and give yourself room. Do whatever you need to do. Oh, I passed something. Passed something very important. Okay, one of the assault shield parts is it's either leaning up against that power box that I showed you. It's either like somewhere in this hallway. I think it's like sometimes right there. But where it happened to be this time around is not in the cage, but right up against the wall right here. So yeah, that's nice. And you have all the assault shield parts. Now we just need to get the rest of the acid gat. Okay, the next part, it can either be in the warden's office here, but this one happened to be right there, which again, you can't see it.
Fucking box in here.
Sometimes, I forgot what the other location for it was. I think it's like under the stairs, right straight ahead. Sometimes it's under there. Now, the last part you need to get is the suitcase for the acid gat, and that can be a pain in the ass. I might actually be getting parts confused. Maybe the suitcase can sometimes be over here. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I'm just retarded. It's just what it comes down to. But anyway, this particular time it was like, it's not in this room, but it can be around that table with the skull on it, which was like right there. It can sometimes be there. I guess under the stairs, so I really don't know where the other acid cat parts are. Where the fucking first part, where I found in the warden's office. I guess that was under the stairs. But anyway, the second part could be found around in the first room, or towards the first room where the skull and table. But this time it happened to be right here. Oh yeah, it was right there. So that's all the parts of the acid gat. And, you know, at this point, notice I have, like, no money to do anything. So, you want to do the best you can to, find a place to build this stuff. Now, the acid gat I built right here by the cherry machine, the electric cherry machine.
Okay.
Now,
Done.
the one thing I can't help you with
Supposed to
in
do
this is getting, you know, how to completely finish the acid gat, and that's because you have to get the blunder gat out of the box in order to fully complete it. So that being said, that part won't show up in here because I just couldn't do it. But what I'm going to do here is go ahead and try and build some barriers. That way I can get enough money to open up the next best spot to get or to build the assault shield.
This stuff up
Now,
to the roof?
I don't know if you noticed, but the last dog place that
The Irish build half this fucking
I
country anyway.
completed, there was a workbench down there, but take note that it costs $780 to get on the gondola, and you see, that's great. I would have been able to afford it, but trying to train down there is like shoving a knife up your urethra, and doesn't sound like a good time. So instead, I brought it down here because, like I said, you can afford to go down the gondola. You just can't come back up. So go ahead and build the assault shield here. Hello, gentlemen. And never take the assault shield off your back because it protects you. Isn't that nice? So finally, the last thing to accomplish here is the Icarus. So you return to the rooftop, and there you go. You put the rest of the plane on there, and voila. You finished.
Hard to believe.
Now, because I was actually playing legit,
Plan all this
I didn't start the plane because okay, if you don't know what the plane does, is it brings you off the island of Alcatraz. It brings you to the Golden Gate Bridge. At the Golden Gate Bridge, there's the pack-a-punch machine, and the way to get back is you kill yourself in an electric chair. Yeah, isn't that cheery? You kill yourself in the electric chair, and it brings you back to the original spawn room. Now it's only round 8 now, so there's no reason to pack-a-punch. Guns still do things. But now that you've completed all this, remember your Uzi ammo is just downstairs, so make sure you can't obviously just easily keep going downstairs, but to get ammo, but make sure you do your best to get headshots, because not only is it more points per kill, but you conserve ammo better.
Billy,
And like I said, if there's once you get enough money, you get whatever perks you want. Also, you could go hit the box wherever it may be.
what do you say?
So that's always nice too. Yeah, so I mean, there's not much more to it. Now, there's one thing that I didn't go over, and that's how to get all the songs, or how to get the golden spork or whatever. I don't know, and quite frankly, I really don't care. So I just, I didn't learn it yet. I'll probably make a video and see what I can do about that. But yeah, like I said, go get whatever perks you want once you have enough money. Go hit the box. If you get the blunder gat, be sure to add it to the acid gat, and you get the sexy
Who's gonna
blunder
turn down
gat
the
thing.
chance to double their money?
It shoots acid and shit, apparently. I've never actually used it. Because the box didn't feel the need to give me the blunder gat once I figured out how to play this game. So, yeah. Your next perk, in my opinion, should be the electric cherry, just saying. Because, here, I'll show you why in a second. Okay, so this is why the cherry is nice, because if you get in a sticky situation and you reload your gun, boom, you're free. Also, you see the substantial amount of oh yeah, that was the Hell's Retriever in action, by the way. You can charge it also, but
So it's a fight, hey.
as you can see by the loss of money, I died a bunch of times, so you can just ignore that. And I just went to go buy my perk back. But yeah, after this, go ahead and get Speed Cola if you want. It is probably the next best perk in all of this. And you know, hit the box, do what you need to do. Also, one more bit of advice. I mean, I know this doesn't pertain to anything I just explained. Well, it kind of does, because anyway, there's Brutus, which is this giant ass guard, and he's like fat and runs around and stuff and swings like some hammer or some shit.
Kill me good,
Basically, if he's around, apparently the more you hit the box, the more often he shows up or some shit. He also shows up 2 at a time on the Golden Gate Bridge, so that's why I stand on there.
That was a big
Too
one.
good, unless you think you can do it. But he locks things, like he'll lock, I don't know if he'll lock perks, but I know he'll lock the mystery box, and he'll lock like your assault shield, like the workbench of the assault shield or whatever. So also make sure if you go down to get another assault shield. So I hope this showed some help. I'm probably really bad at explaining shit, and I apologize in advance. But it's, I mean, this is basically all.
But better the devil.
Basically all it takes. I mean, 7 rounds. I mean, you can't. I mean, I'm sure you can do better. There's probably people who've done better, but you know what? For familiarizing yourself, you know, with the map, I mean, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good strategy I have built up here. But remember, you gotta stay stingy. All right, guys. I want to talk about Dead Space for a minute. I might not finish it, so just because I've had no motivation to play it. Still haven't beaten it, so when I come back to playing it again, you know. But whatever, that's not important. Anyway, remember, guys,
Making so much
stay sexy.
Looks like I'm on a winning streak.